Hello to all lovers of creepy stories. Today I have a chilling tale about two girlfriends that I had recently and simply can't resist sharing with you. Imagine a regular evening, you and your friends walking around the city and decide to go in a bar for a bite to eat. Everything starts out normally, but then events unfold in such a way that your hair stands on end. This is not just a scary story, it's a real nightmare that will leave you trembling. Ready? Then make yourself comfortable and listen carefully. This happened about 2 years ago. My friend and I had been walking around all day, and by the end of the day, we were hungry and decided to go into a bar. We found the first one bar was old, wooden, and even scary. But we were too hungry to pay attention for that. Inside, the bar turned out to be even more frightening than it seemed at first glance. It was dark, cobwebs hung in the corners, and a fat rat ran across our path, plus it smelled of mold. We sat down at the bar. It was quite late. A bartender, a handsome guy in a white shirt, came up to us. We ordered a lot of delicious food and some drinks. We sat there for about 2 hours chatting. During this time, the bar emptied out, leaving only us and a few people in the corner. These people sat silently and, as it seemed to us, were staring at us the whole time. We paid the bill and were about to leave when suddenly there was a strange sound, like a pig being slaughtered. Turned around, we saw some guys calling us over. My friend was embarrassed, but they seemed decent, so we went over. We saw at the table sat two guys, ordinary guys, about 20 years old, but they were wearing masks. The guy in the white suit was wearing a pig mask, and the guy in the sport suit was wearing a bull mask. When we asked why they were wearing them, the guys were silent. We chatted for the next couple of hours. The guys always responded dryly. My friend and I felt that they weren't interested in us, but when we expressed a desire to leave, they became visibly nervous, and we had to stay. Suddenly, something hit the window. It turned out to be just a branch. Then we noticed that it was starting to get light outside. Suddenly, the guys started being rude and shouting across the bar. We were terribly scared, looked around, but no one seemed to notice the shouting. Only the rats in the corner stared. I have been terrified of rats since childhood, because one bit off my pinky finger once. The noise from those creatures made me shudder. I took a step back, slipped, and trying to grab something, accidentally pulled the mask off one of the guys. Imagine my surprise when I saw nothing on his face. Yes, exactly. The face was completely blank. My friend pulled the mask off the second guy. He had the same thing, more precisely, nothing on his face. We rushed to the exit, but the bartender blocked our way, smiling slyly as if he knew the whole plan. Luckily, the window near the bar was open, and I simply wanted to jump out, but my friend stayed behind. I was very scared and couldn't think about my friend. Now I deeply regret about it. I ran home as fast as I could. I called the police immediately when I gave them the address of the bar where this tragedy happened. They told me that it wasn't a bar at all, but a slaughterhouse that had burned down 20 years ago.